In this figure, there is a straight line and a circle intercept at A and B. So this is point of intersection, then that means it fulfills both requirements at the same time. So once again, we solve the simultaneous equation as usual. Maybe you can directly transform it to y equal to negative 3x minus 4. So we're ready to substitute it. X squared plus something squared minus 2x minus 6 something minus 10 equal to 0. Express y in terms of x, so only one kind of unknown is left. And then negative 3x minus 4. Then we expand it, but one thing to be mindful is about negative 3x minus 4 whole thing squared. We may focus on what inside square. I can extract negative 1 out of it. That's why we have positive 3x, we have positive 4 inside. There is 2 factor inside a bracket, so when we expand it, we will have both factors square. And negative 1 times negative 1 will just give you positive 1. So that's why if both side inside is negative, it's no different from all are positive inside a square. Therefore, I can handle it directly in my mind. It is positive 9x squared plus 24x plus 16. And then we have minus 2x, positive 18x, and also positive 24. And finally, we also have minus 10 equal to 0. So 10x squared plus 40x plus 30 equal to 0. Divide both sides by 10, or you may use calculator as you like, but I prefer factorization. Based on zero product rules, something times something equal to 0, which implies that this factor equal to 0. If not, then another factor equal to 0. So both x equal to negative 3 or x equal to negative 1 will fulfill the requirement here. For each value of x, we are going to calculate the corresponding value of y. Don't forget y is negative 3x minus 4. So y is negative 3 times negative 3 minus 4. In this case, we have 5. In another case, y is equal to negative 3 times negative 1 minus 4. It is negative 1. So the first point is negative 3, 5. The second point is negative 1, negative 1. Don't forget you must write down x coordinate first and then y coordinate. From this graph, you'll find that A is left hand side. That means the x coordinate here should be smaller, while the x coordinate of B, it should be bigger. So compare these two values. This is negative 3, while this position is negative 1. Therefore, B is negative 1, negative 1. A is negative 3, 5. Or you just compare their height. Point A is above the ground, the height here is 5. While point B is below the ground, the height here is negative 1. Therefore, we write down our conclusion. A is negative 3, 5. And B is negative 1, negative 1. In part B, we are asked to find the length of the chord AB in short form. We have the full coordinates of these 2 points. They ask about the distance, then of course we just simply apply the distance formula. We have delta x squared plus delta y squared. So compare point A and B. The x difference, that means the left and right difference between negative 3 and negative 1, of course you know it is 2, or in your calculation you write negative 3 minus negative 1 whole thing squared. For the height difference, that means y difference, is the difference between y coordinates and y coordinates of B. So we have 5 minus negative 1 whole thing squared is equal to horizontal distance 2 squared plus vertical distance 6 squared. We have square root 40. But however, in short form, this is not simplified enough. we are trying to use some square value to represent 40. So we know that some square value like 1 square, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, something like that. And 40 can be expressed to 4 times 10. So we should separate them. And it's become square root 4 times square root 10. Square root 4 can be simplified and give you an integer which is 2. However, square root 10 is not a square number and you can't further break it down. It's just equal to 2 times 5. So this is remain square root 10. And this one is called simplified insert form. So when they say insert form, you have responsibility to simplify it.